Hey, my name is Justin Case, and I'm going to put this bluntly. You got 5 days left to get a free Hivemapper Dashcam. That's pretty much all I have to say. You've got 5 more days left. Right now, there is this opportunity where Hivemapper will give you 2,500 reward bonuses for activation of either the Hivemapper Dashcam or the Hivemapper Dashcam S. And you can read all the details right here. I will put the link to this form in the description, but let's read it out here. So you're going to need to fill out this form once you have your Dashcam. Not right now, once you have your Dashcam, so be sure to save that link. But as it says, you will receive 2,500 honey bonus only if you've received and activated your new Dashcam and contributed at least 250 kilometers of coverage to the network. So in other words, for you to get that 2,500 honey, you actually have to drive your car and use the Dashcam before they will send you the honey. Now, purchases made between October 1st and December 31st of 2023 are the only ones who are eligible for this. So that means right now it's the 26th, so you have till the 31st. My guess, this is a San Francisco company, so probably West Coast time as the cutoff date. But I wouldn't wait all the way to the 31st. I'd get it as soon as possible in the next 5 days. If you do wait, who knows what'll happen. Now, as it states here, it typically takes 3 to 4 weeks for the honey bonus to be processed after you've completed the requirements, and the honey distributions happen weekly on a Wednesday. So all the information also that they're storing for you will be deleted after you process the rewards. So let's take a look at this. So it's going to ask you for the Hivemapper username that you're using for mapping. You will find that in your application. They want to know your email address. They want to know what your order number is. They want to know how many dash cams did you order. And finally, they want a list of all the serial numbers of all the dash cams that you ordered. Now, that's a great question. Do you want to order more than one dash cam? Generally, my answer is yes. Each dash cam that you order, you will get 2,500. If you order 2 dash cams, you can actually use 2 dash cams in one car. You can use one going through the front dash of your car, and you can use one going out one of the passenger side windows. So I have an SUV. I plan to put one right on the front, and I plan to put one right in the back last window on the passenger side. So that's my plan, at least, in order to try to double my rewards. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Hivemapper at all, Hivemapper's objective is to be like Google Maps. They basically are going to get you to take photos of every place that you drive, and in return, they will pay you via cryptocurrency, which is honey. And they pay about 1 honey per mile. So if you tend to drive more, and you tend to drive more in areas that, let's say, are in the suburbs, not main streets, you will make more than you would otherwise. But just to be clear, as it says here, how it works, take your dash cam along with you where you're already going, which would make sense because you'll want to lock it somewhere in your car. You'll want to upload the imagery and then they'll convert it into a useful map. Now, that upload is image files, and those image files don't need to be uploaded via your cell reception. It can be uploaded via your Wi-Fi. I'm not familiar with this process, and as soon as I know more, I will definitely tell you. I am hoping that I will get my cameras by February sometime. If I can convince somebody to get me one before that, like in January, then I will definitely tell you sooner than later, but I'm super excited to try this. This is a very interesting situation because it's not a passive earning of crypto. This is definitely hands-on. You want to be doing something. And if you're someone who's a driver, if you are an Uber driver or someone who delivers food or someone who drives for the postal service or someone who drives for UPS or Amazon, I don't know, but you're always going through the suburbs, you are going to make way more. Now, as it says, weekly rewards are automatically dropped into your wallet. Again, we're talking about honey, and we're talking about every Wednesday. So basically once a week. Now, there are two kinds of cameras you can get. There's the Hivemapper Dash Camera and the Hivemapper Dash Camera S. However, both of them will give you the same rewards. So my recommendation is the standard dash cam for two reasons. One, it'll show up faster. It says April 2024 right now. Let's cross our fingers. It's sooner than that. But both of them will give you the same amount of rewards. This one's cheaper. That's pretty much it. It's a little bulkier. It uses 12 volt instead of like USB, so you can't just plug it into a USB. You gotta plug it into your cigarette lighter. And I understand that sometimes the mounting is not that great, so you may want to get your own mount set up for it. It was interesting. I was just doing a little more research trying to figure out, well, it's on your dash, so what happens during the summer? And there's some things that other people are selling that offer the ability to cool it, a cooling fan basically, to cool it down while it's on the dash. I'm going to be researching some of this stuff. But this is only $300. And after using my 10% off, which I will put in the description below, that comes down to $270. So right now, the price for honey is around 14 cents. Was a week or so ago all the way up at 25 cents, but it's at 14 cents right now, which means 2,500 honey are going to give you, let's say, $350. So if that camera is in fact $270 with the 10% off, then you're basically making 80 bucks. So not only do you get a camera, you get 80 bucks. Now, of course, I'm not including tax and other things, but those are the basic numbers there. Let's just say you get 50 bucks. Either way, not only are you getting the camera to be able to do what they need you to do to make crypto, but you are going to be able to get an extra 50 bucks in the process. That being said, that's based off of today's numbers. Who knows what they're going to be come April when you finally get your camera? So that's a great question. We always hope things go up. Can't, of course, promise that, but what we can promise is that you will get 2,500 honey if you buy in the next 5 days. So I definitely recommend you do. I did buy two. I did buy both the Hivemapper Dashcam and the Hivemapper Dashcam S. The only reason I got the S is because I wanted something that could actually monitor what was happening in front of my car, and this does that. The Hivemapper Dashcam is really only to map for the purposes of this project. Whereas the Hivemapper Dashcam S, if something happens in front of my car, if I get in a fight with somebody, if I bump into somebody, it'll record things. And I think that's important to have. It's nice. So one more thing I want to talk about is how this is working out for people. So as you can see right here, we have the Explorer of where you can see how things are going in terms of where things are being mined and where they're not. And what I mean by mined is where the dash cams are recording information. Now, Hivemapper would like to see things recorded at least once a week. So after 7 days, that's when you want to go back and record again. And you're going to get maximum rewards if you record every 7 days. So I was looking at my location here, and if we go out to some of these areas, you see most of them are used pretty well, driven through pretty well, but then there's some streets that are never touched. And those are the streets that I'm talking about. Those streets around you, even in your own suburbs, those are ones you're going to want to go through. That being said, though, if you're somebody that goes through those different, unique side streets on a regular basis, you're going to earn so much more compared to everyone else. But generally speaking, you know, the Hivemapper sees a lot of highways, a lot of main roads. Those get pretty much hit every day, so you're not going to earn as much in terms of rewards for those. And that's why I've heard that on average you're looking about 1 honey a mile if you're looking at your regular commute. So definitely stuff to think about here. I'm still super excited. I really do hope that I get my camera by February, it said, but I'm hoping January. I'm hoping that I have something to show you. I really want to show you how this is doing. And that being said, I mean, if you have friends that are Lyft drivers or Uber drivers, I personally would hit them up to start creating a fleet where you're basically sharing rewards with other people in order to get them to put these in their car. Because let's face it, as we look at the time it takes to get one, I mean, the Hivemapper Dashcam S, they're looking at a May delivery date now, where the standard Dashcam, we're looking at an April delivery. So it's hard to get. If you buy a couple of these right now, and then you have friends that are drivers that you convince to put them in their cars, it's going to make things so much easier. Now, once I have one again, I will tell you more about how it's going to work when you come home. Do things automatically happen or do they not? I don't know. I've tried to do some research, but I just don't know, and I'd rather actually have one for myself before I say with any certainty how these things operate. But hopefully, if you decide to have a network of friends to work with to make this happen, hopefully it's an easy offload process. So I will let you know. Again, the links below are available specifically for the Hivemapper Dashcam. Please use that link. I really appreciate it. And hey, thank you for watching. If you like more content like this, then, well, please like and subscribe. I'm Just In Case.